CompTIA A Plus Core 1 Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 3.2. Summarize basic cable types and their connectors, features, and purposes. Video cables. Video connectivity in information technology involves several different cable standards used to transmit visual and sometimes audio signals between devices such as computers, monitors, televisions, and projectors. Over time, these standards have evolved from analog-only video connections to high-speed digital interfaces capable of carrying both audio and ultra-high-definition video. In this video segment, we will walk through the major video cable types you need to recognize for the A+ Core 1 exam, beginning with VGA. VGA stands for Video Graphics Array and was introduced in 1987. It became widely adopted in early desktop computers and monitors. VGA uses a 15-pin connector, commonly colored blue, and transmits video only. If audio is required, a separate cable must be used. VGA is an analog standard, meaning it transmits continuous electrical signals rather than discrete digital data. Because it is analog, VGA is more susceptible to signal degradation over longer cable distances and does not support modern high-definition resolutions. While it was capable of respectable resolutions for its time, it is now considered legacy technology. VGA also separates and transmits red, green, and blue color signals individually. Next is DVI, which stands for Digital Visual Interface. Released in 1999, DVI was designed to bridge the gap between older analog displays and newer digital displays. Unlike VGA, DVI introduced digital signaling, which allowed for improved image clarity and higher resolutions. Some DVI variants also maintain support for analog signals to ease the transition from VGA. With up to 29 pins at its disposal, the DVI standard comes with 5 different variants. As I stated previously, DVI supports both analog and digital signals. So here is how we keep things organized. DVI-A is the analog variant. DVI-A transmits only analog signals. It is designed to transmit video signals in a manner similar to a VGA connection. DVI-T is the digital variant. DVI-T transmits digital signals only, and its connectors can come in different configurations, such as single-link or dual-link. In single-link DVI, there is only one channel or pathway available for transmitting data, and dual-link has 2 channels. With a second channel, higher quality graphics can be achieved. It sure seems like we are always on a quest for bigger and better graphics. Okay, now for the last variant. DVI-I. With DVI-I, the second I stands for integrated. This variant is a hybrid interface that combines both analog and digital signals in a single connector. DVI-I also offers single-link and dual-link configuration options, but these options are only supported by the digital half of this variant. That was a lot of information and worthy of a quick summary. So remember, DVI-A transmits analog signals. DVI-D transmits digital signals. And DVI-I transmits both analog and digital signals. Moving forward, HDMI was introduced in 2004. HDMI stands for High Definition Multimedia Interface. Unlike VGA and DVI, HDMI carries both digital video and digital audio through a single 19-pin connector. This eliminated the need for separate audio cables and quickly made HDMI the dominant interface in televisions and consumer electronics. HDMI is fully digital and supports high-definition and ultra-high-definition resolutions, including 4K and beyond, depending on the version. Today, HDMI is one of the most widely used video interfaces in both home and business environments. In 2008, DisplayPort was introduced. DisplayPort uses a 20-pin connector and, like HDMI, supports both digital video and audio transmission. It was designed with higher bandwidth capabilities and has historically offered strong support for high refresh rates and multiple display configurations. One key advantage is that DisplayPort supports daisy-chaining multiple monitors from a single port in certain configurations. DisplayPort is also commonly found in professional and enterprise environments. Unlike HDMI, which requires licensing fees from manufacturers, DisplayPort is royalty-free, which has contributed to its widespread adoption in computing devices. Finally, we arrive at USB Type-C, commonly referred to as USB-C. It is important to understand that USB-C is a connector type, not a video standard by itself. However, it has become extremely important in modern video connectivity. USB-C is a small, reversible connector capable of carrying power, data, and video over a single cable. USB-C supports video through what is called DisplayPort alternate mode. This allows a USB-C port to transmit DisplayPort video signals directly to a monitor. Some USB-C ports also support Thunderbolt, which provides even greater bandwidth and advanced display capabilities. Because of this flexibility, USB-C is now commonly found on laptops, tablets, docking stations, and even smartphones. With the appropriate cable or adapter, USB-C can connect to HDMI, DisplayPort, or USB-C monitors. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.